meetings minutes and the April 24th City Council workshop minutes. So,
For approval of the April 8th, April 22nd, and the April 24th.
motion and a second. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, like sign. Okay, this month's agenda minutes have been approved. All right, moving on now to item number 3 on the agenda, which is public comments. We limited to 3 minutes. Most of the time we allot you the opportunity to speak now, if you so choose, or you can wait for a specific item number if you're a regular at these meetings. That seems to be very popular for those, so I'll call your name, and if you have a specific item number on the agenda in which you'd like to reserve your time, I can note that, and you can speak during, before, just following that item that's being discussed. So I'll start with Mr. Joseph Carroll. Just want to speak on voice recognition, if you'll step to that. There it is. She's got the microphone there. I'm sorry.
I know she's having a little technical issues.
Nope, it's all.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate her efforts on this and everything. People don't realize just how much she puts forth in making sure these meetings go as smoothly as possible. I was going to do this last month, and unfortunately the VA, they held me up, and so I missed it and everything. But the SAR, the Sons of American Revolution Lake City chapter, wishes to honor and recognize 5 of our police officers for their dedication and heroism in the line of duty. Sergeant Mark Pierce, Sergeant Gerald Butler, Officers Alvarez, Brandy Harden, and Andrew Cook. For the sake of meeting and everything, I won't go into the specifics on them all because I think they were all recognized last month. But if Chief Davis would come for, I'd like to present them to him.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
We do appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. All right, Miss Mary. I'm gonna probably butcher this. Miss Mary H. How about that? Miss Mary H. Are you here?
Excuse me, that was an error, a mistake.
Okay, so you're going to yield your time. You're not going to speak.
No.
All right. Gotcha. All right, moving on down to Mr. Wayne Hanukkah. Yes, sir. Go ahead. You just handle the Mr. Alford and pass it down.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. I'm here representing concerned citizens of North Florida, and what you're having passed along is some information about the North Florida Water Utilities Association. Of us, I asked in this room, about 10% of the people even know what that is. But they're strong, they're going, they're spending our money, and I'm really just here to educate the public and say, this is what's going on with it. And secondly, I know that Mr. Sessions and the mayor have been invited to a session with them on May 22nd in Lake City. The North Florida Water Utility Association is a self-appointed group that wants to control water and utilities without using our money. No customers, no assets, no business plan, no strategic plan, a political inside bookkeeper, a clerk that can't keep the authority minutes up to date, and no employees. That's a quote from the Columbia County Observer. Early in 2024, North Florida Professional Services started to lobby Suwannee, Hamilton, and Columbia County commissioners to create the authority. And the answer I got from my commissioner was, it'll save money. I don't think so. At the time, there was an effort to get more counties and cities involved, but none bought in. Hamilton never even started. Then 2 county commissioners from each county were self-appointed to the board, and 1 independent individual. Each county kicked in $250,000. At a meeting on April 17th, Shannon Roberts, Swanee County Army Grant Administrator, was selected as director. Salary, $125,000. When you put all the perks in there, it's $200,000. So you can see that the money's getting spent pretty quickly. You have a lot more detail than what I'm trying to do here in 3 minutes. But with the information available, of the $500,000 for both counties, $517,000 has been committed with taxpayer money. I'm sure they want much more. That was quoted from the chairman on the 17th, that we'll have to get the counties to give us more money when budget time comes. They have no other income. The only income is what we give them. I would ask that if you really want the full story, there's a whole page dedicated to North Florida Water Utilities Association on our website. It's concerned citizens of North Florida. There's a lot of details there. And I just want to close back with a statement from Columbia County Observer. And I think this is the important part. No customers, no assets, no business plan. I've been asking for that since the day I started going there. And at one time I said, oh, it'll be next month. Well, the next month is now turned into August. I'm not quite sure how you create a business without a business plan. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Mr. Jeff Bradford says you want to wait till item 6H, is that correct? All right. Mr. Kyle Skeen.
My name's Kyle Skeen. I know that y'all ain't doing nothing on the 11th Street tonight, but in general, the ability to get a hold of information as far as pertaining to when the city meetings are is hard. It is, why can't we go on there on the city website, post something down when the meetings are, to have a general reference? Because I know I've talked to Mr. Alfred multiple times. Mr. Sessions called me back. I've had multiple issues with calling people and all this because we don't know when the meetings are. We don't know about the meetings because they get posted wherever. You go down the city, put it on the city page, everybody has access to internet. It'd make it a lot easier for us to go down there so we can say, hey, this meeting's confirmed for tonight. Y'all know weeks in advance when the meetings are. It's a lot easier to put it out there than us having to run around to this newspaper or wherever y'all may put it out. Then we wouldn't have the issues of everybody being in the room like we do tonight because nobody trusts what's going on. I mean, at this point, we need something. I mean, whether that's how y'all feel or not, the people don't feel like it's being brought to their attention because it's almost like, hey, it's here. If we put it on Front Street and just let everybody know, hey, this is the meetings, have everybody's opportunity to see when the meetings are, to when they can actually speak and talk about it, versus feel like everything's hidden. Because I know most everybody I've talked to, because I'm one of the main ones for the 11th Street, don't want to do the construction. Well, with that being said, we get fault nonstop about when this meeting is, when this is. Why can't we break it down on just a live web page, city page, of when the actual meetings are? With that being said, about anything, I don't know how far we need to go with any type of construction in Live Oak, in my opinion, until we start working on our city sewage, water lines. I mean, downtown just broke the other night. Heldenston's got grass growing in the middle of it. These are main travel roads. 90's messed up. I mean, these are basic roads inside of Swanee County that everybody uses that we don't have the funding to do, much less bring in multi-million-dollar projects. I mean, at the end of the day, if we're not going to fix our necessities, why would anybody want to come in and build something worthwhile? Nobody's against the progress, it's where it goes. That's what everybody's after. Going in the right place in the right location to not affect everybody in a residential neighborhood. So, I mean, if we fix the roads right, we do the city right, we do the water, sewage, instead of putting it in the oldest part of town, why wouldn't we put it in the new part of town? Grow the way that it's growing, not have to redo all the water lines and all that. It's already messing up, they can't handle it. We need to go the right way, not the wrong way. website. Other than that, I'm good.
It's on the city website, just to let y'all know, all the meetings are.
It's the second Tuesday of
Where,
every.
if you don't mind, where's it posted?
So this is in like a question and answer session. It's just, you got 3 minutes to speak, but if you'll get with somebody at the city hall tomorrow,
City Live website.
the city library
See where it
website.
says that on, up there? It's council meetings.
Where it is.
Click right there. There's all your meetings. Agendas, everything you wanna know.
It's all posted, it's all public.
Kept up to date.
All right, Mr. Ted, W, Ted W. Welcome, sorry. Mr. Vince Smith? Yes, sir.
Vince Smith, 9194, 132nd Church, Live Oak. Does anyone here believe that this council has the ability to print money? Anyone believe they can print money? We need money. I've spoken to this once before, and this is my last chance with the council here tonight. This red box has a bunch of basically letters to the governor. They're all the same. I'm asking that each and every one of you sign it and put it in the blue box. It is a letter to the governor that says we have a problem with flooding downtown, and we have a problem with 129 that needs to be either rerouted or something done. They started a reroute 10 years ago, they never finished it. But we need to get our city caught up, or it's just going to keep going downhill. And that's the reason I'm asking every one of you. I don't care how old you are, I don't care if you're even a voter. It don't matter, because if we don't get this thing taken care of, our grandchildren are going to be having the same problem. So for that reason, please, look at the petitions before you go out. There's plenty of them. Just take, all you need to sign it, put your address, and put it in the blue bucket. And that's all that I would ask. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Kenny Frierson?
I'm deferring to the future meetings.
Yes, sir. All right. Susan Jordan? Mr. Klepper?
How fast?
Mr. I'm gonna mess this up. Looks like maybe Angie
Cochran.
Cochran?
I'm gonna wait till Article J comes up.
Okay, item J. Michelle and Craig Liney, or Liney? Mr. and Mrs. Liney, L-I-N-E-Y. Addison Snyder?
Yeah, I'd like to wait until after G.
Item G, okay, I see that over, yes, sir. All right, Lori Musgrove? All right. Somebody did. All right. So we have 3 public comments still to speak during the specific items. That'll continue or conclude the public comment section. Moving on, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have 2 items. Tonight we have a resolution to reappoint Live Housing Authority Board seat number 2, which is Mr. Hal Hare. Spoken to Mr. Elkins would like to continue on the board, so I'll present his name for appointment.
All right. So you've heard from the mayor. What will be the pleasure of the council?
Just so the record's clear, this will be City Council Resolution number 2025-019, and it simply says a resolution, City Council, City of Live Oak, Florida, reappointing a commissioner to the Housing Authority Board, repealing all resolutions in conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Make a motion that we that he continue on 2025.
2029.
Dash 092.
Second.
All right, motion and second, any discussion, comments, or concerns?
Well, I'm gonna make a discussion, I'm gonna oppose to the reappointment, due to we're trying to move in a different direction, younger direction as well. Whoever, seat number 2 have served for a while and all of that, and I brought this on many occasions concerning board members of the Housing Authority, and I would find there's a mayor's choice on that, but the council does not have to vote for reappointment or anything else of our board members. That the Housing Authority Board and the Housing Authority itself, I'm talking to different folks in the community from all those 2 councils, our district as well. People are concerned about whether they're going to have a place to stay or not. If some other reason they've been booted out and all of that stuff. But I'm going to oppose this appointment of this particular person. I think it served for a long time. But now it's time to move forward to get someone much innovative anyway, because that board does have some issues and some problems.
All right, just for clarification, items A and B, they stand? Yes. All right, any further discussion, questions, comments, concerns? All right, we'll do a roll call vote, I guess. And then we'll start with Mr. Alford.
Yes.
Gladys. Yes.
Brown Robinson, yes.
Jefferson, no.
And Campbell, yes. So, resolution 2025-19 passes with a vote of 4 to 1. All right, next item, Mayor.
Yes, item B, this is another reappointment to the Swanee County Recreation Board for a 4-year term. Cassie Park is a reappointment.
All right. Do you need to read anything into the record, Mr.?
I believe we have a resolution on this.
No resolution needed. All right, so you've heard from the mayor, no resolution needed from councilor, so be the pleasure of the board, or the council, I'm sorry.
Call for motion to reappoint Cassie Hart.
Second.
Motion and second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, like sign? All right, so Ms. Hart will be reappointed for a 4-year term. Mr. Mayor, do you have any further business?
That's all, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 5, City Council, item A. It's going to be your item, Mr. Jefferson.
All right, I have 3 different streets down there. I do have a petition only from one street, which will be Anderson Street. And it's going to be a 2-part thing because I need to go back to CRA with them about the privacy fence. But for no parking, my public work director is aware of this, what's going on Anderson Street, and my city manager as well, and even our planning and zoning board director. As concerning J&W auto sales, on the back side of it, they got all kinds of parking going on behind there that shouldn't be parking at all. They got shrubbery that will never grow because of the growth going to be stunted because of the vehicles and all of that. And I think Mr. Our city manager made contact with J&W, if he cared to comment on this. City manager.
I can. I spoke to the owner of J&W. He obviously had some problems, and I said, look, if you don't clean up your problems, code enforcement's going to make you clean them up and tow all your vehicles out of the right-of-way. So the very next day, he moved all of his vehicles out of the right-of-way. Of course, you can't get the shrubs to grow that fast for a barrier, but he did comply by moving all the vehicles out of the right-of-way by the next day. And as far as code enforcement's involved at this point, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
All right, now, I'm going to check to what one thing he said, because I went by there the next day, and those vehicles were still there. They don't have tags on them, some of them don't. We're not employees. I followed up. I followed up. And nothing has been done. Of course, he's trying to get some property adjacent to him, to the right of him, and all of that, and that has not come up for sale. But meanwhile, if you want to work with the public and those folks back there, they're just tired of seeing this eyesore in the resident. I'm sure resident and commercial can work together, but, and I think it's supposed to be a property civil, well, I'm not necessarily, I take that back, but no parking signs and all of that. But it's just an eyesore for those, like I said, I got 10 petitions concerning this matter, that these residents should be able to have their privacy and not see a junkyard, although it's auto sale, but it's a junkyard in the back. He has not moved those vehicles. I called code enforcement as well, and all of you, and to figure out how we're going to come up with a solution to that. So I'll go back to CRA board and present this same matter about the privacy fence. But something has to be done for these constituents. I mean, their privacy matter, their property value matter. They shouldn't have to walk out their front door and see a junkyard of any kind. If a privacy has to go up, that'll take a whole lot of that stuff. So that's where I'm at, Mr. City Manager.
Well, Mr. Jefferson, I guess we'd agree to disagree, because I went and verified it the next day also. So we'll have to get code enforcement together and take pictures, I guess.
Okay, because I got pictures on my phone as well. And I visually saw those vehicles.
Are you requesting that the CRA put up a privacy fence?
Well, that
Are you
happened.
requesting that code enforcement enforce the?
I have to go to CRA with this agenda item as well about the privacy fence, or as the CRA is going to help support this privacy fence.
That's what I'm asking you. What resolution are you
Right.
asking?
Right now, no parking sign need to be back there. And you shouldn't have cars that are being worked on back on the backside of that building. That's what the constituents are complaining about, rather some other things.
That's a code enforcement. You're asking for code enforcement.
Well, I think code enforcement